All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are live yet again. Turns out I was able to get home in time for this. I'm gonna have a funny story to share with you on why I'm able to stream this game. But we're back with the Week 6 closer of the UFL season. So, we are wrapping things up for week number 6 in Birmingham. We have the San Antonio Brahmas, who you would think that after pulling out that unexpected upset against the Defenders a few weeks ago, you would think they would have picked up another victory last week. But you have to consider the fact that they faced the Houston Roughnecks, who have been starting to pick up the pace a little bit. You know what's crazy? Speaking of the Roughnecks, before we get into this, their first win of the season was against the Showboats by a point. Their second win was against the Brahmas in week 5 a couple of weeks ago. The Roughnecks won again against the Showboats. And just like last time, it was by a point. These two teams faced each other in week 3 at Memphis. Houston won 18-17. And then earlier this week on yesterday's game, they rematched at Houston. And Houston won 21-20. So, granted, Houston's 3 wins have been against garbage teams. But they are really starting to pick up the pace here. Now, you saw I was bitter on the Week 6 opener when the Arlington Renegades fell to the St. Louis Battlehawks after destroying them the last time they met. At the expense of my good buddy Snark, earlier today, the Panthers destroyed the Defenders at Michigan. 38-14 was the final score. So, makes me feel better about the Renegades loss. Doesn't change the fact that DC's still in first in the conference, but that's a whole nother story. They're not competing with the Battlehawks. So, Brahmas, coming into this at 1-4. They fell to Houston last week. And the Stallions are their next opponent. They are coming off of an unexpected loss. We witnessed it last week during the draft of night number 2. The Showboats actually stunned the Stallions in overtime. I'm not even kidding. They ended up going all the way to overtime with a 2-point conversion shootout. Memphis won only because of that shootout. So the Stallions are coming off of a loss against Memphis. Both of these teams are coming off of brutal losses, pretty much. But Birmingham remains at home for this one, as they face the San Antonio Brahmas. All right, let's get into it. Brahmas start with the football first, and away we go from Birmingham. So Kevin Hogan is at quarterback for the Brahmas. They will start their opening drive from their own 13-yard line. First play for Hogan is a pass, going deep right off the bat, and that is a big play for San Antonio! Right off the bat, a big play from Hogan to Smith, already in Stallions territory. double coverage, and Smith made the catch. Just like that, they're at the Birmingham 31. Here's a handoff that only goes for 2 yards. That is crazy, dude. Man, oh man. Second down and 8. Hogan. Passes! Fought for by one member of each team. Who has it? They say San Antonio has it for the first down. Let's look at the replay. Man, a simultaneous catch. They go quickly to ensure that play stands. So San Antonio gets credited with the first down. They go with a handoff after that for a gain of 4. Let's take a look at the replay once again. San Antonio looks like they came away with it. That was a 50-50 ball. I honestly couldn't tell you. All right, second down at 6. They're bottom 5 in red zone offense in the league. Hogan over the middle, and it's another 50-50 ball, but it's the Brahmas player that comes away with it once again. Just shy of the first down by a yard. Here's a third down and 1, and they will whistle this one dead. Flags come down all over the place. So we have some movement before the snap. You think the Renegades are the penalty boys on Friday? You should see the Brahmas. Or did I say you think the Renegades are the penalty boys? Look, guess again. Brahmas actually commit more penalties than the Renegades do. It was a false start, so they move back 5 yards. It's third down and 6. Here's Hogan. They're coming for him. They got him! Sacked by the Stallions, and that ends that promising drive. Fourth down. Oh, boy. Ronnie Perkins got in there to sack Hogan. That's going to force a field goal try for San Antonio. Tristan Vizcaino, 3 seasons in the NFL, going for a 41-yard attempt to put the Brahmas on the board. Oh, and he shanks it! Not even close! No good, and the Brahmas cannot come away with any points on their opening drive. Wow, that was not what the Brahmas wanted. They had such promise on that opening drive. Took a deep shot on the first play from scrimmage, immediately into Brahmas territory, then the momentum just halted. So turnover because of the miss. Birmingham's going to take over in just a moment. Golly, man. You would have figured they would have had at least an opportunity to get 3 points, but of course, they miss it. And when I say he shanked that kick, he shanked it. Like, it curved right, and it just never curved back towards the uprights. That kick just had no shot of going through. Okay. Alright, so we're going to see the Stallions take over for their opening drive in just a moment. Honestly, I'm glad I'm able to see this game on my local Fox station. Oh yeah, and for all the Star Wars fans out there, may the 4th be with you. Today is May the 4th. Big day for all Star Wars fans. I'm just a casual fan myself. Only reason I like Star Wars is because of the Fortnite stuff that they got going on. Like, I'm not a diehard Star Wars fan, I'll admit it, but I'm a casual fan, so at least I've heard of some of the stuff they got going on in that universe. Alright, first down for the Stallions. Case Cook tries to run it himself, and he'll only get a couple of yards. Quarterback carry does not work well. So Case Cook is last week against Memphis. Oof, did not do solid stats. 15 for 33, 145 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 1 interception. But he had 6 rushes for 83 yards. So quarterback of all calibers for sure. Second down and 8. Cook throws. Pass is going to be caught and forced out of bounds. Is going to be Davis. Davion Davis. He'll pick up 4. Brings up third down and 4 for the Stallions. They're going no huddle. Cook is going deep. Incomplete. He throws too deep. He was looking for Deion Kane, but just overthrows him. It's 4th down. Stallions go 3 and out after the field goal miss. Barely too deep as well. And he waited Cookus maybe waited just 1 more second, Kane could have had a chance. Unfortunately, the Stallions will have to punt it away. 3 and out on their opening drive. Here's the punt back to San Antonio. The return from near the 10. Cuts it back. And we'll be close to the 20-yard line where the Brahmas will take over. Again, a quarterback for San Antonio. Kevin Hogan is at quarterback. Because remember, Jared Garantano and Kellen Mond, they're both out. So Kevin Hogan has been taking the place at quarterback for the Brahmas. Okay. The only thing I don't like about these games is that these commercial breaks tend to take a while. Alright. Bring the camera down just a little bit so you guys can see me better. Alright. First down for the Brahmas as they start their next drive from their own 20. Quick throw from Hogan. Pass is caught. And stepping out of bounds is going to be Henry. Surrey Henry. Or is it Surrey Henry? No, Rashawn Henry. Yeah, Surrey Henry is an offensive tackle. No, Rashawn Henry, the wide receiver, makes the catch for a gain of 2. Or a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Hogan throws to his left. Incomplete. Pass got broken up at the last second. I don't know what Hogan was doing on that throw. Tried to connect with Justin Smith to no avail. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Stallions defense are first in points per game allowed and rushing yards per game allowed, but are last in passing yards per game allowed. They can stop the run, but they have been struggling with stopping the pass. 3rd down and 7. Hogan in trouble, escapes, runs, and will be tackled for only a yard. Good work on him to get away from the defenders pursuing him for the sack, but all he could do was carry it forward, and he had no room. So now the Brahmas go 3 and out for this drive. All right. Here's the punt back to Birmingham. The return from inside the 25. Takes it to the 40. Midfield. Into Brahmas territory and tackled inside the 40-yard line. Big return for the Stallions. Had he beat that one man that tackled him, he could have broken away for a touchdown, but still, heck of a return. Ooh. Boy. And the man who took it on the return, why, none other than Davion Davis. They're at the San Antonio 39-yard line for this next drive. Here's a handoff that won't work. Ricky Person gets no yards on that run attempt. 2nd down. Second down from the 39. Cookus, under some pressure, incomplete. And there are flags that are going to fly late. And Cook is a bit slow to get up and now limping as he gets up on his feet. That'll be something we're going to need to monitor. I think the Brahmas are going to get flagged for PI. Nope, defensive holding. But it's still going to be a first down for the Brahmas. Listen to me, the Stallions. All right. Penalty moves the football to the 35-yard line. Cookus fakes the handoff. Incomplete as he tries to connect with a receiver. And a flag comes down late as the Stallions get penalized for an eligible man downfield. So that becomes 1st and 20. Or is it 1st and 15? 1st and 15. First and 15 after the penalty. Cookus throws, pass caught. And the forward progress will give him about what looked to be 9 yards on that catch. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 2nd and 9. From the 33-yard line. Cookus, quick throw, pass is caught, room to run. Just going to miss the first down by about a half a yard. All right, going to be 3rd and 1 from the 25. They hand off and he'll get it. First down, Stallions. It is Ricky Person who pushes through for the first down. Now from the 23-yard line. Fakes the pass. Here's the handoff to Person. And we'll just get 3 yards at best. Brings up 2nd down. Back to Person on 2nd down. Through the middle. Gets a first down and goal inside the 10. Ricky Person. His first big run of the game. First and goal from the 8. They are last in red zone offense. Back to Person on the ground. Knocked down at the 4. Just over 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Second down and goal. Hand off to Person to the left side. Touchdown, Stallions! Ricky Person Jr. is in, and the Birmingham Stallions take the lead early. This play, same as the last one, and it works to perfection. 4-yard touchdown run by Ricky Person, the running back. And the Stallions are going to go for 2. Remember, no extra point kicks in the UFL. Can go for a 1-point conversion attempt from the 2-yard line. Can go for 2 from the 5, or for 3 from the 10. The Stallions in this case are going for 2 from the 5. Cookus, quick throw, and would have been a one-handed tip and an interception for the Brahmas, but the flag does come down because there was a false start on the Stallions. So that 5-yard penalty is going to push the try further back. If they're still going to go for 2, this would be from the 10-yard line. And yeah, that's what they're doing. They're still going to go for 2, so now this 2-point attempt has basically become a 3-pointer. Coming for Cookus quickly, passes incomplete out of the hands of the receiver. Boy, man, oh man. Jordan Thomas, the tight end, had a chance. Slips out of his hands, conversion is no good. Remains a 6-0 lead for the Stallions. But Birmingham is on the board. Okay, let's open the window a little bit. Oh, son of a... Dadgummit! Got crap falling out all over the place. Dadgummit, dude. Okay, I can feel some air coming through this window. I love the graphic that they use for the XFL conference to show that the defenders are currently number 1. DC, not Dallas, Arlington and St. Louis are tied for 2nd, and the Brahmas, they've only gotten 1 win under their belt. That was against DC, but that loss against the Brahmas has not faced the defenders. If for whatever reason they lost to Michigan earlier today, so yet they still got the top spot. All right, here is the kickoff to the Brahmas, and it will go into the end zone for a touchback. right. On first down, Hogan going to try to run, and he'll pick up a gain of 3, but that's about it. Brings up second down. Second down at 7. Hogan, look out! 3 Stallions hit him, and he goes down. Second sack already for this Birmingham defense. Brought down by Myjai Sanders, the defensive end. So that now becomes a third down and forever. Quick throw from Hogan, passes bad and incomplete. Oh, one of the key players to watch out for. The guy that Foss has been hyping up ever since the game started. Bradley and I tipped the pass and was oh so close to picking it off. But it is an incompletion. It results in a fourth down punt, which is away right now for Birmingham. And it goes out of bounds, and they will mark it at around the 28-yard line or so. Could very well be wrong. They cut to a shot of Bradley and Nye before the official marked the spot of where Birmingham's going to start. On first down, here's a handoff, and he gets tackled immediately. Boy, they handed it off to the second string running back, C.J. Marable, and he just was met with a wall of Brahmas. And with that, the first quarter comes to an end. 6-0 lead for Birmingham so far. All right. Really not much for me to say during these commercial breaks. All right, second quarter begins with a second down. And Case Cookus actually took a break on the sideline. They go to the other quarterback for the Stallions right now, Andrew Peasley. Right now, a quarterback for the Stallions. He connects with Jay Sternberger for the first down. Now they're at their own 39. He throws again deep. Again it's caught. Two big plays from the quarterback, Andrew Peasley, for two straight first downs as he connects with Deion Kane. And they're in Brahmas territory. Both feet are in. That's a catch. Boy, they're at the Brahmas 39 now. Handoff. And that is going to be a solid gain on the run. CJ Mirabal will gain 4. Cookus is on the sideline right now. They're giving Peasley some time at QB. Second down at 6 from the 36. Peasley in trouble. Hit from behind. Ball is out. Brahmas pick it up. And after two promising big plays from the quarterback, Andrew Peasley makes a costly mistake. Hit from behind. Strip sacked. And it's a turnover as the Brahmas recover and take over. Okay. So I come back to a 3rd and 5 for the Brahmas from the 42-yard line. And also come back to poor play clock management because it was winding all the way down and they could not get the play off in time. So the Brahmas had to burn their first timeout because of it. All right, they're down to 5. Hogan's pass is broken up. Boy, they were ready for that one. So, Brahmas can't do anything. I don't even think they're in field goal range. They may have to punt this away. Yeesh. Nope, they have to punt it away. Too far out. So yeah, no field goal attempt. We do have a flag down, however, and now that officially confirms that there's going to be no field goal try. Snap infraction on the Brahmas. Penalties declined. No replay, 4th down. Here's the punt. Takes a bounce. And down at the 1-yard line. And that's where the Stallions are going to start their next drive. Their own 1-yard line. Boy, they don't have a lot of breathing room to work with. All right. Wow. Their own 2-yard line. This is going to be a tough drive for the Stallions. Starting from their own 2-yard line. See how they do that. Let's see how they work this one out. Cookis is back out there at quarterback. He hands off. And will get absolutely nothing on the run attempt. Gain of 1. And that's it. Second down and 9. Flag is down. Handoff to Ricky Person. Pushes through and will take it to the 7. But it's coming back. Illegal formation on the Stallions. It's a half the distance penalty. Still second down. It's back, and they're back to the 2. Second down and 10. Cook is from his end zone. Throws deep, and it's out of bounds, incomplete. Where on earth was he even going for that one? Tried to connect with Kate Johnson, but Cook has just threw it way past his reach. On third down, Cookis throws it to the ground. Was under a lot of pressure, could not find any receivers in time. And it's fourth down. The Stallions will have to punt as they get another 3 and out. Punt is away. The punter gets run into. They're going to throw a flag for this one. Here's the return, and is going to lose his balance at around midfield. But I think the Stallions may get gifted a first down because the Brahmas ran into him. They ran into the punter. But it wasn't roughing the kicker. It was only running into the kicker. So the penalty ends up getting declined. It's still a first down for San Antonio. So the Brahmas will take over in just a moment. All right, first down for San Antonio. They start from the 49-yard line, their own 49. Here's a handoff, and he can only get to or can he? Rule him down after a gain of 3. All right, so a gain of 3 brings up second and 7. And we got some movement. Plays whistle dead immediately. And it's on the Stallions. Neutral zone infraction. So now it becomes a second and 2. Boy. There's a handoff. Not going to get anything more than a yard. Oh, boy. Flags come down. A Stallion got tackled very awkwardly. He got flipped over when he got tackled. Well, looks like they pick up the flag. It's going to be 3rd and 2. So no gain by San Antonio on that play. Brahmas have not converted a single 3rd down all game. And they're not going to do it here. Marquez Stevenson attempted the run. But right there to trip him up was Trey Norwood. Here's the punt for the Stallions, and they will down it and fair catch it at around the 7-yard line. So Trey Norwood makes the defensive play for Birmingham, and they will take over. Okay, there we go. Alright, so Stallions are going to take over. They can stop showing us the sideline video from the perspective of one of the players. Like, these interviews are really not necessary. For Christ's sake, just get on with it. Good Lord. First down from the 7. Hand off. And only a couple of yards. We do have a flag thrown at the end of the play. CJ Marable attempted a run, and it's coming back, holding on the Stallions. That is going to be a 10-yard penalty. Or it's half the distance, I should say. First and 15 from the 3. Actually, take that back. That's the 2-yard line. Essences of their last drive, and Marable goes absolutely nowhere as the Brahmas stop him again. Boy. I said essences of their last drive because they started from the 2, their own 2-yard line on the last one. And that penalty moved them back to that 2-yard line once again. So they were running out of breathing room very fast. Second down and 13 from the 4. Cookus throws up high, and it's incomplete. Under a lot of pressure. Third down and long coming up for Birmingham. He got hit from behind on the helmet. I'm surprised they haven't thrown a flag for that. All right, but that brings up a 3rd and 13. Handoff to Marable. And we'll just get 1 yard, and that's it. Boy, nothing going right for either team. That one touchdown that Ricky Person got earlier in this game is the only difference between these two teams right now. Other than that, these drives have been boring to witness. It's been defensive dominance since the touchdown was allowed. So now Birmingham's going to have to punt. Yet again with little breathing room. Here's the punt. Ball takes a bounce. And it'll be down, but it'll be at Stallions territory. Flag down at the end of the punt as well. Ball's down at the 49-yard line of Birmingham. Let's check the penalty. Oh, they pick it up. No foul. So San Antonio will take over from the Birmingham 49 when their next drive starts in just a moment.
All right. Defense today has been pretty stingy for the Stallions. They haven't allowed any points. They've had some pressures. Like I said, this has been defensive dominance. First down for the Brahmas, going deep. Oh! You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Hogan went deep for Kirkland. He was wide open. All he had to do was catch that for a touchdown. It bounces off of his back, off of his right shoulder, and he cannot secure it. Okay, it wasn't really at the back on his shoulder, but it was in position for him to catch it, and he couldn't do it. Second down, Hogan carries it for 4 yards himself. Oh my God. How does Kirkland not grab that catch? He had it. He was wide open. That was a touchdown for the Brahmas. He couldn't hold it in. And as he missed the catch, he just sat in the stands, just taking a quick moment to think about what the heck he just did. Like, he had that, dude. That should have been a touchdown. 3rd and 7. Hogan throws, caught, and not close to the first down. Making the catch is Stylianos. Well short of first down yardage, but man, heartbreaker of a drive for San Antonio as we go to the 2-minute warning. John Trey Kirkland, man, as Chisel the Does would say, he has hands that are just for decoration. I do not understand. The sad thing was he had it in his hands, then it just bounced off. Like, I cannot understand how Kirkland did not make that catch. That could have put San Antonio on the board. But instead, they have to punt it away. All because Kirkland had no hands. Unbelievable. Here I was about to get really excited because I thought we were finally going to get ourselves a touchdown. Then Kirkland drops it and all hope is lost. Like, genuinely should have been a catch. There was no question about that. That should have been a touchdown. I do not understand how he doesn't make that catch. The Brahms struggles are still continuing, man. I just can't understand how he doesn't catch that. Like, Kirkland must be losing his mind at the fact that he missed that crab. Like, man. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm still sitting here stunned at the fact that Kirkland could not haul that pass in. I mean, it would have been one thing if the pass would have been uncatchable and Cookus could have maybe just thrown it too far out of his reach. Then it would have been like, oh, okay, that
It's not really Kirkland's fault. But no, it was the fact that the ball was in Kirkland's hands. He had it for a second. It bounced off of his hands, goes behind his shoulder, and falls to the ground. Rather than in Kirkland's hands for the touchdown. I still can't fathom how that wasn't a touchdown for the Brahmas. The Stallions have outscored the Brahmas 31-0 in their last two games. The last time these two teams faced each other, the UFL Championship last year. And it was a shutout. Stallions dominated the Brahmas. Looks like the Brahmas are going to go for it on fourth down. Or they're going to try to get the Stallions to try to jump. No, they tried to get the Stallions to jump to no avail. Timeout San Antonio. It was their second one. Now they're going to punt it away. All right, here's the punt. Back over to Birmingham. Bounces in the end zone for a touchback. We'll start at the 25-yard line. Oh, even now I'm still thinking about how Kirkland should have had that grab. All right, first down from the 25. Kokas throws to his right. Pass is going to be caught by Johnson. Cade Johnson catches it for 6 yards. Second down. Stallions do have all three of their timeouts. .149 left. Second down and 4 from the 31. Kokas under some pressure. He will run. Gets the first down and more inside the 35. There's the mobility of Kokas finally being taken advantage of. 1:42 left. Stallions is looking to try to get some points before the half. Again, though, they have all three of their timeouts. First down from the 36. Kokas escapes, will try to run again. Gets hit, but takes it to the 40-yard line for a gain of 4. Not going to use a timeout yet from the looks of it. Going no huddle, second down and 6. Kokas under some pressure, runs again. Dives for it, and gets the first down. By a half a yard, but Kokas gets it. Still not using any of their timeouts. They're going no huddle again. from the 46. And now I think they're going to call a timeout. Or is the last play for the first down about to go under further review? Nope, I was right in the first place. Timeout Stallions. They will use their first one. And it gets ruled a 3rd down and 1. As it turned out, Cookus was just short. So Birmingham did use their first timeout to avoid a runoff. So there's 1:15 left. Brings up 3rd down and 1. Third down and 1 from the 45. Handoff, pushes through, gets the first down, and we'll take it to the 49-yard line. Now they get the first down. No need to use a timeout here because the clock does stop when they pick up a first down so they can recompose themselves. But now the clock is running because they are ready in position. First down for the 49. Cookus gets out of the pressure. Flags come down. Throws it away. There may have been a hold on Birmingham. And I was right. Stallions get called for an offensive holding penalty. They will move back 10. It'll be 1st and 20. Stallions head coach is out there losing his mind. 6 penalties already on the game for Birmingham, compared to just 2 against San Antonio. So now it becomes 1st down and 20 from the 39. Cookus throws, caught! Makes up for the penalty yardage. Catch made by Marlon Williams. It'll be 2nd down at 6. 40 seconds remaining and counting. They're going no huddle yet again. Cookus throws, caught. Ricky Person will push through, and he'll only get 3 yards. Now I think you use their second timeout here. And that's exactly what they do. Timeout Birmingham. Their 2nd one. They're down at 2. Pass is caught, breaking a tackle. First down. Gets a block and is gone. Touchdown, Birmingham. Amari Rodgers. Finally, the drought ends. Birmingham gets another touchdown. Cook is to Rodgers for 6. Amari Rodgers got one key block from a player right in front of him. After he got through that defender, he was gone all the way for the touchdown. Now the Stallions are going to go for 2. Cookus throws incomplete off the hands of the Brahmas defender Steele. Almost an interception, but the conversion is no good. Remains 12-0. With the play design, though, they had a whole bunch of Brahmas defenders on the right side. Amari Rodgers got a key block from Deion Kane that allowed him to break away for that touchdown. After Rodgers got out of those 2 tackles, makes another man miss, Deion Kane provides a key block. That was what allowed Rodgers to get into the end zone. Just like that, the Stallions are up 12-0 before the end of the half. Here's the kickoff back to San Antonio. And we'll step out of bounds with 20 seconds remaining. We'll soon see what San Antonio's going to try to do, if anything. I doubt they're going to try to get into the end zone. They may just take this to the half. Case Cook is 3 for 4 for 18 yards in the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, he really started to pick up the pace. 4 for 7 for 67 yards and a touchdown. All right, Brahmas are going to try to do something here. Hogan escapes one sack attempt. He throws, and the catch is made. What awareness by number 5. Marquez Stevenson with an incredible jumping catch. First down, San Antonio. Kane going deep again. That is not Kane, that's Hogan. Another catch made. Oh my God, in 2 plays, Kevin Hogan has already delivered them amazing field position. From Hogan to Justin Smith, inside the 10. First and goal, San Antonio. And with 3 seconds left, they're just going to go for the field goal. I honestly can't blame them. They want to try to get points before the end of the half. And the Stallions will use their final timeout. All right. You're going to show me another replay of that insane grab by Justin Smith. First of all, the one before that, I don't know how Hogan found Stevenson, and then for him to make the jumping catch. Then the following play after that, Hogan takes it really deep and connects with Justin Smith. Hogan has set them up for this 26-yard attempt by Vizcaino. Missed from 41 earlier in the game. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good, and the Brahmas will come away with points at the end of the half. It is a one-possession lead for the Stallions, and they will get the kickoff to start the second half. And I say one possession because remember, you get a touchdown, you can go for 3. So you can potentially get up to 9 points if you score a touchdown. That's why I say one possession. That field goal was huge for San Antonio because they're still in it. All right. Oh, get rid of the timeout. All right, folks. Time for me to stretch my legs. I will see y'all at the start of the second half. But I got to rest for now. See you for the start of the second half. Okay, we are ready to go for the second half. As I mentioned at the end of the first half, Birmingham's going to start with the football. All right, let's get into it. And we continue from Birmingham. Kickoff is away. Here's the return. Ball comes out! Ball is still on the ground. And Birmingham able to hold on to it. Oh, boy. A near disaster on the opening kickoff of the second half. Woo-hoo. Boy, Birmingham was lucky that they held on to that. Mari Rogers fumbling. A Birmingham player was there to recover it. So Birmingham will start their opening drive from their own 39. Here's a handoff to Marable. Gain of 6 as he takes it to the 45. All right. Second down and 4. Marable gets the handoff again. He'll take it for a gain of about 3. Third down coming up. Third and 1 from the 48. And there are flags all over the place. False start on the Stallions. Move them back 5. Third and 6. That's now the 7th penalty on Birmingham. Third down and 6. Cookis throws incomplete. Who the heck was he throwing to? Good Lord, that was such a bad throw. Tried to connect with Davion Davis, but that was well out of his reach. Had no chance to secure that football, and even if he had caught it, it would have been short. So Birmingham will have to punt. Here's the return. Going all the way back inside the 5, and that's going to be disaster. Boy, San Antonio going to start their opening drive of the second half from inside their own 5-yard line. Pretty sure that's not what they wanted. Dang. Oh. Gosh. Not even looking because I already know it's that damn mutual kid. Oh boy, running back Anthony McFarland Jr. is out with a shoulder injury for San Antonio. They give it to the running back that is taking his place right now. That is none other than Deshaun Corbin. He gets 3 on the run attempt. Second down and 7 coming up. Second down and 7 from the 7. Hogan, to his right, completes to Corbin. Steps out of bounds. I think he only got a yard out of that. Third down and 6. Still have not converted a single third down this whole game. Hogan from his end zone, and he throws it away. That is now 0 for 7 on third down attempts. They have not converted a single third down this entire game, and it will not happen here. Brahmas go 3 and out. They'll have to punt. Here's the punt return from the 30. A flag is down. Out of bounds inside the Brahmas 45. Oh, penalty got declined, so it'll be first down for the Stallions in just a moment. All right, first down for the Stallions from their own 46, or from the San Antonio 46. Ricky Person picks up 5 on the run. All right. The Stallions, their top 2 quarterbacks are out due to injury. Alex McGaw, Matt Corral, both out. Each of them missing at least 2 games due to injury. Cook is on second down. Pass is caught by Person. Tight ropes down the sideline and gets a first down. Stallions move the chains. First down in at least a while. First down for the 35. Cookus going deep. Too deep. Oh, man. Overthrows his receiver. Went for Marlon Williams in the end zone, but Cookus just threw it way too far. Brings him second down. Second down from the San Antonio 35. Cookus gonna run. That doesn't work. Loses a yard. Third down. Third and 11. Cookus throws. Locats is made. Running out of room immediately and will only get to the 20. Or I should say the 30. But not even close to first down yardage. It's fourth down. All right, so Stallions are going to go for a field goal try. This is going to be a 49-yard attempt. Harrison Mevis. Kick is up. It's good. 12-point lead for the Stallions. It's a 2-score game. Pickoff coming up for the Stallions, getting ready to kick it back to the Brahmas. Kick this away. Here's the return. That's the 15 past the 20. Not even past the 20. He hesitates. Yeesh. That is not good starting field position for the Brahmas. Wait, am I reading that right? Week 5 was the Brahmas season opener at home? Well, Hogan just got sacked. So, something tells me this is going to be a third down. Nope, it was a fourth. That was the third down play. And Hogan got sacked, so it's fourth down. Here's the punt. Returner's got something here. Flag is down as he gets tackled inside the San Antonio 45. Let's see what the flag is. An eligible man downfield. It's a 5-yard penalty. All right, but the Stallions are going to have good field position on this drive. We'll see how they do in a moment. All right, first down for the Stallions as they start from their 39-yard line. The San Antonio 39. All right, 1 second here. First down. Pass is caught by Amari Rogers. Gain to 6. Second down. Close to the window here because there's some lawn machinery going on outside. Are you serious? God dang it, not again. Dude, I don't even know where it went. Son of a bitch. No, whatever. It is what it is. Gotta pay attention to the game anyway. Jeez Louise. Second down at 4. Oh, there it is. It's right behind me. Blind. Here's the handoff to Marable. He'll only get a yard. Third down. Still in the third quarter, by the way. All right, third down at 2, and wow. Marable will not get it. Yikes. So now it becomes fourth down. Now what do you do if you're the Stallions? They're going to go for another field goal. All right. Mevis's kick is up. Good again. 3 more points for the Stallions. 18-3. The lead is 15 points. Woo. Number 18 gets the Stallions to 18 points. The irony of it all. All right, so kickoff to the Brahmas. Here's the kick. Return from the 5. Finds an opening down at the 35-yard line. Solid field position for the Brahmas. 3 minutes, 16 seconds left in this third quarter. Brahmas' offense today has been very horrible. 5 first downs and 6 3-and-outs. You heard that right. 6 of them. More 3-and-outs than first downs on this for this game for the Brahmas. First down from the 36. Hogan hit as he throws. Pass is caught. Stiff arms the defender and will pick up 3 yards. This is going to be the tight end, I believe, Stylianos. Steven Stylianos, yes, a gain of 3. Second down at 7 coming up. Second down at 7. Hogan throws, caught. And they'll only get a gain of 2. Brings up third down. Less than 2.5 left to go in this third quarter. Third down at 5. Eight third downs presented in this game for San Antonio. They've converted none of them. 3rd and 5 from the 41. Hogan throws, caught and not even close to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they lose a lot of yardage. And who tackled him? A.J. Thomas. Actually, no, that's 32. No idea who number 31 is, but the punt is away for the Stallions. Or for the Brahmas to kick it back to the Stallions. Here's the return by the Stallions. Oh, and Amari Rodgers tripped up inside the 30. All right, let me see who actually made the tackle on the receiver. Tezzino, number 31, making the tackle to force the punt for the Brahmas. All right, first down for the Stallions as they take over from their own 33. Peasley gets the court. Peasley takes back over quarterback. He connects with a receiver. Pass is caught for the first down. Kay Johnson around the 40-yard line of the Brahmas. Birmingham going no huddle. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Peasley. Flag is down. He goes down for the sack. Peasley takes a sack. Let's see what the penalty is. See if it stands. It will. That sack on Peasley will stand. The penalty was on the Stallions. It gets declined. So it becomes a second down and 14. The game clock is a second ahead of the play clock, so they can let this run down to the end of the third quarter, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So, third quarter is over. Stallions are going to have a second and long. So we'll start that quarter in a moment. All right, fourth quarter. Second down at 14 as we start the fourth quarter. Beasley, incomplete. His first incompletion as the quarterback for this game. That brings up a 3rd and 14 for the Stallions. Third and 14. Beasley's pass is caught. Trying to get to the first down. That's going to be close. It looked like he got it, though. Boy, what a catch and run by Kane Johnson. He was able to get to the first down line. Question is, did he pick it up? No, he did not. It's 4th and 1. And flags are down because there was some movement before the snap. Question is, who jumped first? The Brahmas jumped! Encroachment! That's going to give the Stallions a first down. Brahmas defender jumped way too early. So the Stallions will get a first down and keep the drive alive. Now they're at the 25 of the Brahmas. Beasley, incomplete. Intended for Ricky Person. Brings up second down. Second down from the 25. Beasley fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Tight ropes down the sideline. Did Beasley get enough for the first down carrying it, though? He faked the handoff to Marable, carried it himself. Wow, negative 1 yard this half for San Antonio compared to 79 for Birmingham in this entire half. They do get the first down. This time they don't fake it. Marable gets the handoff. A gain of 7. Second down and 3 from the 7. Marable this time will get nothing. He will go backwards, lose 2 yards on that run attempt. It's third down. Third down and 5. Peasley throws for the end zone. Incomplete! Intended for Davion Davis, who's looking for a flag. He will not get it. Brahmas get a stop. Fourth down. Had an arm on the receiver. That didn't look like PI to me. .27-yard attempt by Mevis. And the kick is good, but there is a flag. Oh my goodness! Neutral zone infraction on the Brahmas! That's going to give the Stallions another first down! So they take that back. They don't get the stop. Oh, there's the jump. That Brahmas player on the right side when the kick was going on jumped way too early. That's going to give the Stallions a first down. Peasley tries it himself. Tries to do a spin move on a defender and will only get a single yard. Or I should say no gain. So that now brings up second and goal. Oh, don't tell me Peasley's now slow to get up. Wow. The backup quarterback to Case Cookus is now hurt. Well, he has not gotten up. Oh, that's the last thing Birmingham needed. They're still up big time, but now they may have to rely on Cookus. They're going to take an injury timeout. All right, so Cookus is back out there. As the Stallions now have a second and goal at the 5. Quick throw from Cookus. Pass is caught. Touchdown, Stallions! G. Sternberger, the tight end, extends the lead for Birmingham. Boy, whether it's with Pierce, I already forgot the name of the quarterback. I am very sorry about that. Whether it's with Peasley or with Cookus, they are still able to score touchdowns. Cookus to Sternberger for 6. The Stallions are now up 21 on the Brahmas, 24-3, and they are going for 2. Here we go. And a timeout taken by the Brahmas. Interesting. All right, so Brahmas used their first timeout for some bizarre reason. All right, here we go. Here's the 2-point attempt. High throw, but it's caught. Conversion successful. And making the grab is the other tight end, Jordan Thomas. The 2-point conversion is good. 26-3 lead for the Stallions. Whew. All right, I will be right back. I got to run to the bathroom. Well, actually, I take that back. Kickoff away for the Brahmas. And can only barely get past the 20, but no further than that. This is pretty much just garbage time at this point. $9:31 left in this game. All right, here's the first down for the Brahmas. Hogan's pass is caught for a gain of 3 yards by Stevenson. All right. Brings up a 2nd and 7. Second down at 7 from the 26. Hogan throws high. Pass is caught First down, San Antonio. But a flag gets thrown late. For the moment, the catch is made by Justin Smith, but let's check the penalty. Wow. Stallions get flagged for a face mask. 15-yard penalty will be added to the catch. First down, San Antonio. All right. First down for San Antonio. All right. Penalty moves the ball to the Birmingham 48. Quick throw from Hogan. Pass is caught. And Justin Smith can't get more than a yard. Time continues to tick. All right. Actually, it turns out it was no gain. On second down, Hogan heaves it deep. That's going to be an interception. Way overthrown. Completely overthrows his receiver. Pass picked off by the Stallions. He slides down at the 20. Multiple flags get thrown at the end of the play. Pass is picked off by number 22, Stephen Gilmore. Now let's check the penalty. I believe it was after the interception when those flags got thrown. Well, penalty doesn't change the fact that that interception is going to stand. Stephen Gilmore with the interception to give the Stallions the football back. They'll have a first down in just a moment. Yeah, it's safe to say this game's pretty much out of reach. Like, I don't even know if it's worth it to stream the rest of this. All right. First down for San Antonio first down for Birmingham after the interception. They'll take over from their own 36. Cookus. Pass is caught and tackled at around the 40-yard line. Catch made by Jalen Camp. Second down. Second and 6. This is going to be a free play. Cookus fires. Caught. Kane steps back and goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line. That's going to be a first down for Birmingham. It was an offside on San Antonio. They jumped early. It was a free play for Birmingham, and Cookus capitalized with an incredible catch by Deon Kane. Great catch as well. Deon Kane. 2 receptions for 46 yards, but this last one, big. First down from the San Antonio 36. Low snap. Cookus in trouble. Down he goes. Yikes. Momentum gets halted a little bit. Kobe Jones, the defensive end, brings down Cookus. Second down. Suffer a little bit of a loss here. Losing 4 yards, backed up to the 40. Second down and 14. Cookus in trouble again. He throws it just before he goes down. They didn't whistle it dead. This may be a fumble. Birmingham thinks that was an incompletion. The ruling on the field may be that this is Brahmas football after what was presumed to be a fumble by Cookus. Take a look at the replay just to make sure. That arm looked like it went forward. That should be an incomplete pass. Or is it a forward pass? That's hard to tell. But they rule it an incomplete pass. Third down and 14 coming up. So they do end up ruling it a forward pass that was incomplete. All right. Third down and 14 for the Stallions. And they're going to whistle this one dead. False start on the Stallions. Move them back 5. It'll be 3rd and 19. Penalty was on Deon Kane. Backed up to the 45 of San Antonio. Cook is under some pressure. Gets rid of it, but will not even be close to the first down. Tackled inside the 40. They get 8. Are they close enough to try a field goal is the question. Wait, are they really keeping the offense out there? Are they really going for this? I'll be damned. Looks like they are. I mean, I don't blame them for wanting to go for it. I mean, they're up big. May as well take risks like this. Cookus throws. Catch is made by Amari Rogers, and it will not be enough. Turnover on downs, Brahmas football. Let's hope that decision doesn't come back to bite them. Although this being the San Antonio Brahmas, I doubt it. Again, pregame odds. Birmingham was an 11.5-point favorite at home to win this. The over-under is 35.5. Right now, it's the under winning with 29 total points scored. So San Antonio will take over from their own 31. Quick throw from Hogan. Pass is going to be caught. And will get ruled down for a gain of 3. That is Stylianos. Brings up a second down. Coming up on 5 minutes left in this game. And needless to say, San Antonio's going to need a miracle if they want to come back. Here's Hogan on second down. A lot of Stallions coming for him. Pass is caught. Somehow got it away to Corbin. Going to be a couple yards shy of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. At the time, just taking away for San Antonio. 3rd and 1 from the 40. 4.5 left in this game. Hogan throws, catches, dropped. Yeah, I thought Harris had it. Well, Harris just could not haul that in. Jacob Harris now has hands that are just for decoration. 4th down and 1, and as I expected, San Antonio is going for this. They kind of have to. I mean, any opportunity to try to make a comeback involves them going for it on 4th down if they're presented with it. But we have a timeout called. The Stallions use their first timeout. So, the Week 7 schedule. The first game we're going to be streaming, and probably the only game I'm going to be able to stream, if I'm being honest, is going to involve my good buddy Snark's team. It's the DC Defenders against San Antonio, the rematch from when he attended at Audi Field a couple weeks ago, and he witnessed them losing at home to San Antonio. Now, next week on Friday, they open up week number 7 in the revenge game. DC is looking to get some serious revenge on the Brahmas after they fell to them at home. They basically want to return the favor of beating them at their own stadium. All right, 4th and 1. Brahmas going for it from the 40. Ball comes out at the end. He got enough for the first down, but then he fumbled it. That's going to be Stallion football. They get the turnover anyway. It has been nothing but Stallions just dominating this game, as I figured. The first down was picked up, but when he landed on his back, the ball bounced off of his hands. It was loose. Robbins had made the catch. But let's just be honest, even if he was down by contact, I don't think it would have made a difference. He still would have been short of the first down either way. And absolutely nothing going right for San Antonio whatsoever. First down for the Stallions from the 39 of San Antonio. Here's a handoff. Ricky Person pushing through. And forward progress will give him 7, but there's a flag. And of course this is coming back. Holding on the Stallions, it's a 10-yard penalty, 1st and 20. The run by Person gets erased. 3:42 left in this game, and Birmingham's just looking to ice this. Chew as much clock as they possibly can. First and 20 from the 49. They just get the snap off. Hand off to Person. He gets a single yard as he's dragged out of bounds. Ugh. So a gain of 1 only, 2nd and 19, and now a timeout taken by the Brahmas. Second and 19. Quick throw from Cook as he's got someone wide open and out of bounds inside the 40. Connects with Marlon Williams. 3rd down. Gain of 11 brings up 3rd and 8. Whew. Third and 8. Cookus throws. Pass is caught. Williams gets the first down inside the 25. Marlon Williams does it again. 2 big gains for him results in a first down for Birmingham. And this should take us to the 2-minute warning. And it will. 2-minute warning, folks. Game all but over at this point. I think I said it wrong, actually. I meant to say game nothing but over at this point. So, summary of this game, the Birmingham defense has had 2 takeaways and 3 sacks. Brahmas have had 10 third down attempts. Not a single one of them was converted. First down, Birmingham from the 25. Here's a handoff for a gain of 3 yards. CJ Marable for the gain. Brings up second at 7. Again, Stallions is trying to run out this clock. All right, under a minute and a half left. Second at 7. Back to Marable. Is going to lose a few yards. But the clock continues to tick down. Third and 9 coming up for Birmingham. Third down and 9 from the 24. They just get the snap off. And Marable is going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. That should just about do it, though. Yep. That is it, folks. It's over. Brahmas didn't even get a single touchdown out of this game. So, ladies and gentlemen, in dominant fashion, the Brahmas-Stallions crush the San Antonio Brahmas 26-3, and they improve to 4-2. Brahmas fall to 1-5 as they will return home to prep for a rematch to kick off Week 7 next week, this coming Friday, as they will welcome the DC Defenders, who are dead set on getting revenge on the team that gave them their first loss of the season. So, folks, that's going to do it for now. Week 6 is in the books. We'll be back at it this coming Friday for potentially the only game that I'll be doing Week 7, simply because of the fact that the other 3 I won't be able to do. So, until then, when I see y'all for Defenders against Brahmas, the rematch, I'm JC signing off for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all this Friday for Week 7. Till then,